Alan Richardson, Worcestershire's new head coach. Just how proud are you to have that role?
Incredibly proud, John. Thank you. It's very thankful for the club for giving me that opportunity. And just excited to get going, really.
Just how excited are you about what looks for the club to be an exciting new era?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've got a real good group of players. They're getting more experienced. We've got what feels like just a nice core of those players who are developing nicely and continually improving. So I think we have to look at these sort of things as a really exciting opportunity.
Like I say, you had your most successful spell as a player here. Just how much potential do you think there is in this group?
Oh, like I said before, it's really exciting. You know, we have some really young, exciting players who are getting better and better. We've seen Jack Haynes and Dylan Pennington have really good years, I think. You know, and hopefully, that will continue, and their performances will continue to improve. And likewise, as a team, I believe the boys are working really well together. They've shown that at times, and I think they can continue to do that. Look after each other, play together as a team really well, and just keep on improving.
You had experience already, of course, of leading the side in the Royal London Cup. How much would that experience stand you in good stead?
Hopefully. It's a little taste of very different times, with everything going on at that time with 100. But yeah, it was a nice little taste to get that opportunity. It's not something that's particularly been on my radar before being head coach. I've been coaching now for 9 years, but mainly as that specialist coach and assistant coach. So yeah, I think it's just given me a real insight into what it looks like to try and lead the side and lead the club, really. So yeah, it was, like I say, a real nice taster to start off with.
But you've also got other experience, of course. You did a bit at Warwickshire. You've had occasional spells of England as well. So there's a nice little mix to be able to fall back on there.
I think so. I think throughout my career, you've always probably taken quite a bit from the leaders who have been in and around you, whether that's been captains or coaches. I've been lucky enough to play cricket for a long time, so experienced many coaches, some that really respected and enjoyed working with us. So hopefully, just try and take little bits and pieces from the people that I've worked with as a player and as a coach, and the experiences that I've gained myself.
I guess it's taking the parts that you want out of those people, but at the end of the day, you be your own man, of course.
I think so. I think I've got to be as authentic as possible. I think for me, I've got to be genuine with the players. I hope that they know what they're going to get with me. So I owe it to them, really, to make sure that, like you say, I'm as authentic as possible with them.
You've always had that bond yourself, like with the supporters. Just how important is that?
Yeah, hugely important. I think we should always look at the club. Yeah, first and foremost, it's a cricket club, but it's a huge part of the community and the county itself. So I think, for those guys who come and watch us and support us, and I always thought the members here when I was playing, I played in some games where we served up some right dross, and they were fantastic with us the whole way through. And I think their support is always genuinely appreciated by the players and by the support staff. And so I think we have to make sure that they know that's appreciated as well. And their support for the boys when they're on the field is hugely rewarding for the guys when we win some games, and hopefully go a long way in some competitions.
Can you remember your first memories of Worcestershire?
Yes, I can actually, because I came here and trialled when I was a 17-year-old. Didn't get in, but came along. Mark Scott at the time, who's been in and around the club for a long time, he got me along here, and I bowled in the nets at Graham Hick and a few of the others. Vikram Solanki would have been similar age to me. So yeah, I've been associated on and off with the club for a long time, and I've just been very fortunate that I've also had the chance to play and now coach the club.
Those 4 years you were here as a player, they must have been special to you, because 254 first-class wickets, Whistler Cricketer of the Year.
Yeah, I think I've been lucky enough to play here, but some other clubs, and everyone thinks that their club is special in their own way, and this place is certainly very special for everyone, I think, but special for me because I had some success as a player. And like I said, for me, it just felt like a really good fit. I think the values that they hold dear to their heart is to try and make it as close-knit as possible, and it becomes almost a family. And so I think something for me that was really rewarding to be part of that.
Brett had his first year as club captain last year. How much are you looking forward to working closer with him?
Oh, really looking forward to it. I was really impressed with how he went about it last year. He had some experience before on and off in previous years, and for him to get the role full time and to watch him lead the way that he did with the boys, the responses he got from the players, the way that he conducted himself throughout the season was fantastic, and he leads in his own way without even realising it at times. He's made a real conscious effort, I think, to continue that, and to watch him, I think he just got better and better. You know, I've no doubt that he will continue that improvement.
The winter programme will be upon us in a couple of weeks, 14th of November, the lads are back in. Just how crucial is that leading up to the season?
Yeah, I think you can look at it in lots of different ways, and you know, we've got, like I say, a wide and varied squad in terms of experience, so it'll mean quite a bit of difference to different players as well. So, you know, for some of the young lads, it's a real good opportunity for them to get out and be overseas and play some more cricket, which I think is incredibly valuable for them, and to experience lots of different cultures and ways of life. So that'll be fantastic for them. And for the other guys who want to stay and at slightly different stages of their lives and careers, it's a good opportunity for us to get some good work in, fitness-wise, and then also some skill stuff as well.
The good thing is there's going to be quite a bit of competition for places if everybody's fit heading into next season.
You always hope so, don't you? I think that will drive the side on and drive the players on. So we have 22 domestic players on staff, and like I say, they're all at different stages, and some of the good young players will be coming through and pushing hard in the second team. But we've had plenty of players now who have had a good taste of first team cricket and been successful in first team cricket, and I'm sure they'll all be wanting to play.
How much are you looking forward to working with Kadeer?
Oh, massively. I've known Kadeer for a long time. Played against him for many years. You know, I know the family really well. I was really happy when he joined the coaching staff 3 or 4 years ago. Feel like we work well together. Really love watching him work. Love how excited he gets about coaching. Love how excited he gets about developing players and how competitive he is. So just to watch him work and to be in and around him, you know, I really enjoy it.
How important is it to have a close relationship with the academy in terms of helping those players develop and feel part of the setup?
Yeah, I think for us as a club who prides themselves on producing their own cricketers and have, you know, a history of doing that, I think it's really important that we work closely with those academy players. I think it's a club that, you know, invests in terms of time in trying to give those players those opportunities. I think it's something that we will continue. I think it's important that the support staff get involved in that as much as possible. But to see those young players come through, we had 3 rookie contracts signed for next season, and we've got some other really promising academy players who we want to give exposure to in and around the professional staff, whether it be with training or whether it be in second team cricket. So I think for a club like us who holds huge value in producing our own, I think, you know, it's something that we have to hold really close.
What are your sort of initial goals for next season, Alan?
I don't know too much really. I think, you know, it's been quite a quick turnaround for me, but I think certainly that the way that I look at it is ultimately I think everyone's goal is to win as many games of cricket as possible, but I also think there's a purpose to it all as well, and I'm really interested to see what the lads' purpose is about the playing, and it's something that's probably going to be a bit more deeper than just actually the outcome of the game. So for me, you know, obviously we want to be as competitive on the field as possible, but also want to see the group develop as much as possible, and that's, you know, the players and also the support staff. Because
we played a lot of good red ball cricket last season, and in another season with a bit of better luck with the weather in a couple of games here we didn't quite finish off. It's very fine dividing lines. Yeah, I think in terms of results and the way that we played our cricket, I think it was a definite improvement. And like you say, you know, for a couple of results going one way or the other, you know, it could have been a very successful season in red ball cricket, and I'm sure we weren't too far away. So we need to build on that. And obviously in white ball cricket, we had some success in 2018 and 19. We've taken a bit of a hit, so probably need to just reset ourselves a little bit there and look about ways of going forward to make sure that we're as competitive as possible in the white ball game. Well, thank you for talking to us, Alan, and all the best in your new role.
Absolute pleasure, JC. Thank you.